Tonight on UATV, I'll tell you about a road extension that's happening on the west side of Fayetteville.
And I'll tell you about a Texas-based restaurant that may be coming to Fayetteville.
We definitely stay open for days like this.
The NCAA tournament is officially underway. Find out how your money is helping businesses around Fayetteville during March Madness.
Live from the University of Arkansas, this is UATV News at 9.
Well, there's no doubt about it, Fayetteville is growing fast. The City Council unanimously voted yes to the expansion of Rupel Road, which will add 4 lanes and connect the busiest street to MLK. UATV's own Leslie Benford has more on the story.
The year 2030 seems like a long time from now, but Fayetteville is planning for the future. Weddington Drive and MLK are busy roads students and residents travel every day. U of A senior Crystal Sherrill says it takes her more than 15 minutes to get to campus.
I usually go down Rupel here and then hit the access road that connects to MLK, and that takes forever.
The City Council has decided to create 4 lanes that will extend from here on Rupel Road to here on MLK. Roundabouts will be built to help with the flow of traffic. But how does Fayetteville plan 16 years in the future?
Well, we hired a consultant to do a traffic study to answer just that question, whether we should build the full 4 lanes or just the 2 and try to save some money. We felt like it's more efficient use of the money to go ahead and build it now, because the construction cost in the future will be quite a bit more expensive.
Casey says once they pick an engineer for the design, it could take roughly a year before the construction could start. The goal is to provide people a way to travel north and south without having to cross 540 or deal with the congestion on Weddington and MLK. The houses along Rupel are leased out for a year at a time, Cheryl says, so some may not get to use the road before the end of the year.
So I'm moving out in January, so necessarily that's not going to help me a whole bunch. But if they keep adding these houses throughout this neighborhood and students actually live in them, I can see it being really beneficial to students and getting to campus.
Reporting for UATV, I'm Leslie Benford.
Construction on the lanes will begin sometime this spring.
Texans living in Arkansas may soon feel a little closer to home. A Texas-based restaurant is looking to build a new location in Fayetteville. UATV's Deshaun Artis has the story.
Best thing ever? I don't know. Does that work? Do I need to be more descriptive with that? Delicious fast food.
Mary Potts is a University of Arkansas student from Texas who is ecstatic about the idea of Whataburger coming to Fayetteville. In December, Senior Vice President for Whataburger Real Estate, James Turcotte, said if we ever decide to open a restaurant in Fayetteville, we'll be happy to share the news at the appropriate time. For now, we appreciate the interest from Fayetteville residents and hope to serve them at one of our other restaurants when possible. Well, the appropriate time seems to be now.
The only time I get Whataburger is whenever I go back home to visit my family in Texas, so I think it will kind of feel like a piece of home is with me now in Arkansas, and yeah, I'm very excited for it.
I reached out to Whataburger's verified Twitter account asking to confirm plans for a Fayetteville location. A reply came within 10 minutes saying, "It's still in the planning phases, nothing's final yet, but we're happy to confirm we're pursuing a possible expansion there." According to the city's technical plan review, this site right here, the former Easy Mart on MLK Boulevard, is where the new Whataburger restaurant may be.
Honestly, I think it's probably the best location they could have picked. They will be surrounded by like some other, fast food competitors, but I think as soon as they open, I don't think they'll have trouble getting any business. I think a lot of people will be very excited to try it out, especially if they've never had it before.
Reporting for UATV, I'm Deshaun Artis.
Whataburger has one other Arkansas restaurant, which is located in Texarkana.
The Ozark Transit has recently released a new app to tell riders exactly where the bus is. This new app was created because officials felt that they were not serving their area at their highest level.
This helps a person know in real time where the bus is, what's its estimated time of arrival at the bus stop, so that the person's not guessing.
This app can be downloaded on your phone or viewed online. Well, Tyler, I don't know about you, but today's weather really felt like spring.
Yeah, Chelsea, let's head out to weatherman Tevin Wooten, who is live outside with a look at today's beautiful spring weather.
Hey, you two, it felt like spring. It looked like spring because guess what? It was spring. Finally, we've got some video we want to show you of students enjoying the nice spring weather. Today's high was about 67 degrees, and It felt amazing today. You can see the people enjoying the Greek theater lawn, with some hammocks and some flip-flops and tank tops. That's what I like to call this weather, flip-flop and tank top weather here at the U of A on the hill. But guess what? That won't stick around too long. But tonight, it's going to be mild tonight. It's 51 degrees right now, and it feels like 51. We've got winds from the south that are fairly calm, maybe about 2 to 3 miles an hour. Mostly clear conditions tonight. But guess what? Coming up later, I'm going to talk about this forecast that's going to calls for a cool down. But first, your spring break daytime drive home tracker. That's next, coming up later on in weather, you guys.
The U of A is taking measures to keep students on campus day and night. The Residents Interhall Congress developed a campus lighting tour designed to make sure busy areas are well lit. The group walks around campus at night to check burned out or flickering lights, as well as broken sidewalks.
But if you will, it's kind of like a neighborhood watch program. The main objective obviously is to keep the designated walking paths illuminated at night for the students' safety.
All students are encouraged to become a part of the program.
Every student's favorite time of year is approaching soon. Even if you're looking to escape for spring break, your safety should always come first. UATV's Shelby Cox joins us live with more.
Thanks, Tyler. With spring break beginning tomorrow afternoon, college students are flocking south for warmer weather. While it's important to have fun, it's also more important to be safe while you're doing it, especially when you're partying with alcohol. Now, according to a University of Wisconsin study, nearly 75% of college males and 43% of females reported being intoxicated on a daily basis during spring break. Many students are unaccustomed to drinking in hot climates, and the rules for drinking change with that. Some can maximize the effects of alcohol, so keep this in mind if you party on the beach. Take it slow and stay hydrated by drinking lots of water. If you start feeling faint or lightheaded, get shade and water immediately. Be aware of alcohol poisoning in situations like this. It's especially dangerous to drink and swim. The ocean, lake, and even hot tub could turn easily life-threatening when under the influence. It's best to steer clear.
And I've seen a lot of people drink on the beach heavily, especially around summertime and spring break, and it can be extremely dangerous because you get dehydrated, especially when you are drinking a little bit too much and not counting your drinks, and it leads to unfortunate events.
Now, it's also important to always stay with your group. Never let alcohol lead you into a bad decision like drinking and driving. Reporting live, I'm Shelby Cox.
Thanks, Shelly. Make sure you are familiar with your vacation area's liquor laws, and always remember to call 911 in case of emergency.
The NCAA tournament is helping in hiring businesses around the country. Many workers are unproductive during the games, making employers lose an estimated $1 billion. But these employees are helping restaurants around the country. Farrell's Bar and Lounge on Dixon Street is usually closed from 2 to 5 Monday through Friday afternoons, but today they were open.
Very busy time of the year for us, being a sports bar. We're one of the top destinations, I think, for anybody interested in watching all these games. We'll have people coming in and out all day just trying to watch either their team or just their bracket teams.
Farrell says the tournament brings them around 20% increase in business, with their main crowd being between the ages of 22 and 42. Well, you know what, Tyler? I'm so sad that the Hogs did not make the NCAA tournament this
Now,
year.
you're not the only one, Chelsea, but the Razorbacks did make the NIT, and it's their first postseason appearance in 6 years.
So let's head over to UATV's Eric Harris with an update on how the Hogs are looking in the NIT.
Well, after the Razorbacks' 91-71 win over Indiana State, they did have to wait a day to figure out who they would play in the next round. Turns out the Hogs are going to travel to Berkeley, California for a rematch against the Cal Golden Bears. You may remember earlier in the year, the Hogs lost to Cal 77-85 in the Maui Invitational. The Hogs struggled in what was their first game away from Bud Walton Arena this season, including Bobby Portis, who only had 5 points and 1 rebound. After a full season of improvement, both Portis and Coach Mike Anderson are excited to try and get a little bit of revenge against the Bears.
It'll be a good game for us because, you know, we lost to them in Maui. So, like, this time around, we're going to look for a win.
You know, get ready, there may be some more. This team here is, I feel like they're hungry. And let's see where that takes. They enjoy this one to midnight, and let's see where it goes from there.
The Hogs will play the Golden Bears Monday at 10 p.m. You can catch the game on ESPN2.
Well, Tyler, today's weather was so lovely for spring, but I hope it stays.
Me too, Chelsea. Let's check back in with Tevin to see what the weather will be like as students head out for spring break tomorrow.
Hey, guess what? If you like today, you're going to like tomorrow as well. You're heading home on your drive home forecast. Here's your daytime tracker because we love to track the weather for you here at the U of A. Tomorrow morning, a sunrise at 7:19. It is finally Friday, the first full day of spring. It's 42 degrees tomorrow morning. By noon, we warm up to 66, but that's not all. By 5 p.m., we're at 71 degrees, and it feels like 71 with a sunset at 7:29 in the afternoon. Guess what, you two, coming up, I'll have a look at your spring break popular destinations forecast because some of those have rain in it, so you want to know. So stick around for that.
It's something that not a lot of people get.
Coming up after the break, while many of you will be swimming at the beach this spring break, one U of A student is working on qualifying for the Paralympics. We'll have his exclusive story next.
And campus continues to grow, but the newest addition is only helping a certain group of students. Keep it here, UATV News. We'll be right back.